So, welcome to class 18. We're going to be talking about something called Stayman today. It is a way that partner responds after you have opened no trump and they have a four-card major. We always want to find a major fit if we can, right? That's our first priority. So, if partner opens no trump, responder, when they hold four or more cards in a major, needs to explore for a major fit if game is possible. We would always prefer to play in a major fit. So we're looking at the second row of our chart here. Now, if we have 0 to 7 high card points, we know that game is not possible because partner showed a maximum of 17 when they opened a no trump, right? So even if we have a 4-card major suit, we're not too interested in getting higher because we know it's impossible for us to make game. So with Stayman, we're looking for hands that have 8 or more high card points and at least one 4-card major. Here we go. Now remember, these conventional bids are artificial bids. They don't convey the standard information about the suit being bid. They either ask partner a question or give partner information. And typically they require partner to make a specific response in the auction or to give a specific information. Stayman is one of the first conventional bids that everybody has learned in their bridge careers. It is a bid of 2 clubs after a partner has opened or overcalled one no trump. And it doesn't say anything about clubs. All right? It says nothing about clubs. You could have 0 clubs in your hand. But it asks opener a question. It says, opener, do you hold 4 cards in one of the major suits? Now, it promises that responder has at least one major of exactly 4 cards. He could have a 5 or 6 card major as well, but he has one that is exactly 4 cards, and he will have 8 or more high card points. Opener must take a second bid. You know, your partner asked you a question, it's only polite to answer. I opened one no trump showing 15, 16, or 17 high card points. You're my partner, the responder, you bid 2 clubs. I'm going to tell you whether or not I have 4 cards in one of the major suits. Next couple of weeks, we'll talk about when you have 5-card majors, okay? Remember that when opener bid a no trump, they showed 15, 16, or 17, and we need 25 or 26 per game. We're still going to do our traffic light. If we're 0 to 7, we're still going to pass. But now here's where our change is. If we have 8 or 9, we're going to bid 2 clubs, asking opener, do you hold 4 cards in a major suit? And if we have 10 or more, we're going to bid 2 clubs, asking opener if they have 4 cards in a major suit. So with at least 4 cards in one of the major suits, exactly 4 cards in one of the major suits, and 8 or more high card points, after partner has opened one no trump, responder will bid 2 clubs. Conventional bid, an artificial bid, asking opener, do you hold 4 cards in one of the majors? Let's practice. Working as a table, you're going to take that deck of cards again. You're going to build a no trump hand again, right? Remember what we did last week? So you're just going to create a hand that would have opened one no trump. You're going to put it face up on the table in the center. You're going to take turns shuffling and dealing out the 3 hands with the remaining cards. Make sure everybody has 13 cards, right? Each of the hands. And you're going to, one at a time, put the hand face up on the table and discuss if they would raise, bid statement, or pass. Remember, last week we did raises. This week we've added statement. So now your choices are raise, bid statement, or pass. So I'll give you a few minutes. If you finish that first one, do it again. All right. So remember, After you bid Stayman, that two club bid forced opener to make one of three bids. Okay. There's only three bids that the no trump opener can make after their partner bids Stayman. Two diamonds says, I don't have a four card major. It's an artificial bid. It just says, no partner, I don't have a four card major. I don't have four cards in one of the major suits. If opener bids two hearts, they're saying, yes, I have four hearts. They could have four spades too, but they're just showing four hearts. And if they bid two spades, they're saying, yes, I have four spades and I do not have four hearts. So if opener, the one no trump bidder, had four hearts and four spades, they would bid two hearts. What are we going to do? You know what we're going to do. We're going to practice. Work together as a table to determine the rebids. So on all of these hands, North opened one no trump. Responder bid two clubs, which was Stayman. It said, do you hold a four card major? And decide what opener would say. We're going to give you a few minutes to talk about it as a table and work on it. And then we'll look at the answer, see how you did. Here we go. Well, I'm opener. I have four spades. What did partner ask me? Said, do you hold a four card major? I do, don't I? I bid two spades. Notice as opener, you don't need to recount your points or anything. It's very clear cut. They asked you a question, you're going to answer. On number two, I have four hearts and four spades. Well, they told me to bid hearts first. I'm going to bid two hearts. It does not matter. And don't fall into this trap that your spades are better than your hearts. You have four spades and four hearts, bid two hearts. Number three, I've got one, I'm bidding two spades. Number four, yep, I have a four card major, I'm bidding two hearts. Number five, I don't have four hearts or four spades, I'm bidding two diamonds. Now remember, we've got diamonds, but we didn't say anything about our diamonds. Two diamonds was an artificial bid, simply telling responder, no, I do not hold a four card major. Pretty easy, isn't it? Partner asked a question, you answered. Wish it could be exactly that easy, right? No, of course, we've got a little bit more we need to talk about. Okay, so far? All right, here we go. What does responder do after his partner, the no trump opener, has answered the question? His bid is determined by three factors. Did opener rebid the same suit as I held? In other words, my four card major, did I find a major fit? Did I find eight cards in a major between our two hands? Did I have a five card major and a four card major? Remember, I could have had that, right? So if I did, that might change what I do. And how strong is responder's hand? It's 8 or more points. So responder could have a very good hand. So let's see how that works. Follow along here. Opener opened one no trump. So we knew they did not have a five card major. Responder bid two clubs, promising at least one four card major. Let's take that top one first. Opener rebid two hearts. As a responder, what I do is I say, okay, partner has four hearts. The first thing I look for is, did I hold four hearts as well? If I did, I'm going to raise hearts. The fact that I raise partner's suit confirms that we have found a fit. The level at which I bid tells opener the strength of my hand. So opener rebid two hearts. I have four hearts and I have 10 to 14 high card points. I know we have enough for game, right? I know we have 8 hearts. I'm just going to go to game in hearts. I bid 4 hearts. If I only have 8 or 9 points, I'm just going to bid 3. So bidding hearts confirms we found a fit. Level at which I bid shows strength. One no trump, 2 clubs, 2 hearts. I don't have 4 hearts. That wasn't my major. I'm going to go back to no trump. If I have 8 or 9 high card points, I'm going to only bid 2 no trump, letting opener decide how high we want to go. And if I do have enough per game, if I have 10 or more points, I'm going to bid 3 no trump. Easy. When I have found a fit, I raise to confirm the fit. If I did not find a fit, I go back to no trump. Now, let's think about that for just a second. Your opener, you bid 2 hearts. You told me you had 4 hearts. You could have had 4 spades. And I go back as responder, I bid no trump. And you know I didn't have 4 hearts. Well, what was one of the requirements for Stayman? I had to have a 4-card major, didn't I? If it wasn't hearts, what is it? It's spades. So we'll never miss our spade bid. Opener is going to have another bid. If I go back to no trump, saying I didn't have hearts, and opener had both hearts and spades, he gets to bid spades now. So no harm, no foul. Okay, same thing if opener rebids 2 spades. Opener bid a no trump. I bid 2 clubs. Do you hold a 4-card major? Opener said, yes, I have 4 spades. If I have 4 spades as well, I raise spades. The fact that I raise says we have a fit. The level at which I bid tells opener the strength of my hand. If I did not have 4 spades, I go back to no trump. I rebid no trump. The fact that I rebid no trump says, nope, we don't have a fit in spades. The level at which I bid no trump tells partner the strength of my hand. It's so logical and so straightforward. You just have to remember what partner's telling you. We're going to try and practice. So remember, when opener rebids a major, they are answering the question you asked as responder, showing exactly 4 cards in the major that they bid. If they rebid your major, you have found a fit, and when you raise that major, it confirms a fit. The level at which you bid shows your strength. So you're going to review each of the options on page 11, determine what South should rebid, and I'm going to give you a few minutes. Here we go. On the first one, when no trump, 2 clubs, 2 spades. Well, we have a fit, and I have 10 high card points, so I'm bidding 4 spades. On number 2, when no trump, pass 2 clubs, pass 2 spades, pass. Boy, did we find a fit. I really like this spades, don't I? But the rest of my hand, oh. So I'm just going to bid 3 spades. Yes, partner, we have a fit. We're going to play in spades. I only have 8 or 9 points. You decide whether we go to game. On the second set, North bid 2 hearts, saying I have 4 hearts. On the first one, well, I don't have 4 hearts. So I'm going to go back to no trump, letting partner know I didn't have 4 hearts, but that I do have a values for game by bidding 3 no. Now remember, North is going to know that South must have had 4 spades since he didn't raise hearts. He doesn't have hearts. He's had to have a 4-card major. He has to have 4 spades. So North, if they held hearts and spades, always after 3 no trump, can go back to spades. Number 2, we have found a fit, but I only have 9 points. So I'll just bid 3 hearts. Now, here's when it gets a tiny bit tricky. When opener rebids 2 diamonds. Most of the time, responder, when they bid 2 clubs, only had a 4-card major or 2 4-card majors. And when opener rebids 2 diamonds and says, I didn't have a 4-card major, responders just simply goes back to no trump. 2 no trump shows 8 or 9, 3 no shows 10 to 14. Every once in a while, responder will have held at the very, very beginning a 4-card major and a 5-card major. Even though opener rebids 2 diamonds and responder knows that they don't have a 4-4 fit, it's still possible they could have a 5-3 fit. Opener might have 3 cards in the 5-card major I held. So what's going to happen is responder's going to bid their 5-card major. The fact that they bid 2 clubs, opener said no, and now they bid a major is kind of a clue that they must have more than just 4, right? With 8 or 9 points, they bid that major suit at the 2 level. With 10 or more, they bid it at the 3 level. And they could even have held a 4-card and a 6-card major. That's really unlikely. With 8 or 9, they bid their major at the 2 level. But with 10, well, partner opener had to have at least 2 cards in my major suit. So if I have a 6-card major and I know they have 2, that's 8. That's a fit. And if I have 10 points, I know they had 15. So if I had the hand that had a 6-card major and 10 points, I'm just going to bid my major at the 4 level. I'm still going to bid Stayman because a 4-4 fit will play better. Those last two, the 5-4 hand, the 6-4, those don't happen very often. Most of the time, partner opens a no trump. You bid 2 clubs, they bid 2 diamonds. Your next bid is either going to be 2 or 3. But every once in a while, you'll hold a long major as well. So let's practice that. So responder asked opener if they had a 4-card major. Opener denied it by bidding 2 diamonds. We'll work together, determine south rebid for the hands on page 12. And we'll review in just a minute. So on number 1, I have 11 points. I bid 3 no. We don't have an 8-card major fit. 3 no trump. On number 2, well, I know we don't have a spade fit, but we could have a heart fit. I've got 5 of them. I have 12 points. So I'm going to bid hearts, and I need to skip a level, bid a level higher than I have to bid to let partner know we have enough for game. So instead of 2 hearts, I'm going to bid 3 hearts. Partner, I had 5 hearts, and I have 10 or more points. Do you want to play game in hearts or no trump? Number 3, I just bid 2 no. We didn't have a major fit. I only have 9 points. Number 4, we have enough for game. I like my diamond suit. That might be some tricks for us, but I don't want to play with diamonds as trumps. I want to play no trump. And number 5, well, I'm going to bid my heart suit. Partner doesn't know I had a 5 and a 4-card major. I need to let him know that. So I'm going to bid 2 hearts. So what does opener do next? Well, if responder is bid game, then it's easy. Opener just pass. But when responder showed 8 or 9, opener has to do the math and decide whether or not to go to game. Just like they did when partner just raised, right? So for instance here, the bidding went 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no. Opener showed 15 to 17 points and he was balanced. Responder bid 2 clubs, showing 8 or more points and a 4-card major. North answered the question. He said, nope, I don't have a 4-card major. Now South bid 2 no trump, showing 8 or 9 high card points. Well, I had 17. Opener had 17. Partner has 8 or 9. I bid 3 no. One of the good things about no trump is that the points are really precise, 15, 16, or 17, 8 or 9 for 2 no trump. So there's steps to it, and there's pieces that you kind of have to memorize, and that feels bad. But it's really, really very structured. So once you kind of get it down, it becomes real easy. So let's practice. Do the math, count your high card points. Remember, you need 15 to 17 balanced to open no trump. If you're a responder, do you have a stop, invite, or go hand? As opener, if responder invites by bidding 2 no trump, do the math. Use your judgment. Use the preset boards, or you can build the hands. Use your bidding boxes. Note how the auction went. And after the auction is complete, everyone put your hands face up on the table and talk about the bidding. See if you got it right. We'll review in a minute. Here we go. North bid a no trump. They have 16 points, right? South has bid 2 clubs because they have at least 8 points and at least one 4-card major. North bid 2 hearts, saying I have a 4-card heart suit. Now South bid 3 no. Hearts was not his major, and he has the values for game. And North goes, well, South bid Stayman, so I know he has a 4-card major, and he didn't raise hearts, so his 4-card major must be spades. So North bids game and spades. And 2. 1 no trump again. 2 clubs. Partner, do you hold a 4-card major? East bids 2 spades. West raised to 3 spades, showing 8 or 9 high card points. And with a maximum hand, East bids game and spades. Hand 3. South opened a no trump. North bid 2 clubs. South bid 2 diamonds, saying I don't hold a 4-card major. And now North bids 3 hearts. Remember, he had to skip a level, bid 3 hearts to show 10 or more high card points. And hand 4. So West is opener. They hold 15 high card points. They open no trump. East is responder. East has at least one 4-card major and at least 8 points. So East bids 2 clubs. West bids 2 spades, showing 4 spades. Now East says, well, that's not my major, and I only have 9 points, so I'm going to bid 2 no. And now West says, well, I only have 15, so I pass. Okay.